Yes, 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 it's live. Welcome, everybody. My name is François Letarte, and this is my channel, JDR, the 30th channel about tabletop role-playing games. So, RPG Day 2017, question 1. What published RPG I would play right now? The question means that this is something I'm not playing right now, that I wish I would play. Yeah, well, I have two answers to give since, it took me a while to think about it. And yeah, I have a game master side answer and the player's side answer. I'm involved in quite good games, but I can't be involved in a regular way. The games I would like to be in would be if I had time to be regular about it. Playing every week, 4 hours a week. Maybe someday I will get back to that kind of schedule. But yeah, if I had time, I would open myself to the games I will present to you. As a game master, well, I've made a video about this game not so long ago. It's the Michael Moorcock Elric cycle, the Young Kingdoms from Stormbringer and Elric, and yeah, the Young Kingdoms, Elric. Okay, I made a video about it. Yeah, well, the Stormbringer is a quite classic role-playing game, and I love this universe. I really love this universe, and there's something about it that makes me want to run it, that makes me want to explore the same issues that we can find in the novels, but through other characters than the one you see in the novels. Yeah, so I will just show you some books. I've ran a long time ago a D&D 3rd edition campaign using this. This is a D20 product. Yeah, I was really into 3rd edition, and I wanted a setting that I would love. And Stormbringer was the setting I chose. It was fun up to a point. The way Dungeons and Dragons is made is that kind of remove the nature of the Elric saga, and at some point I have abandoned the game since it felt more like a high level D&D game than something set into the Young Kingdoms. It was fun, it was a good idea, but at some point it had its limit. I have here 5th edition from Chaosium, very well made game. The 1st edition from Mongoose, 2nd edition from Mongoose, running with RuneQuest 2, their versions of RuneQuest. And, yeah, they use a legend, the little black book they made. And, well, there's a French role-playing game right now that is available right now that is called Mournblade. So in French, we are very lucky to have that. Frankly, I don't know what system I will use. Obviously, probably not D20, since I've made it. The closest I could get would be 2nd edition Mongoose, because I've made lots of research. I tried to start a game a couple of years back, and the game system seemed quite right to run Elric, but some hiccups here and there. So I still have to discover that one. I really don't know what to expect from that one. It's a different game system. It's not a percentile based like Chaosium and Mongoose used to make. It's very different. So I will have to read it at some point to see if I could get what I want from this one. But as a game master, regardless of the game system, that would be a setting I'd like to run on, well, middle long term, more than 5 sessions, let's say that. So yeah, that's what I would like to run right now. As a player, of course, being in the Young Kingdoms, I wouldn't say no. But recently, one of my friends came home with the Mutant Chronicles, the new game system, the 2D20 system. And it revived an old flame I had in me. Just to put you in context, in the 90s, I was really into that setting of Mutant Chronicles. I was playing the miniature battle game called Warzone. Back then, I wanted to play with the guys in my hobby, local hobby store, but they were playing Warhammer and Warhammer 40K, and frankly, I wasn't attracted to that game. I didn't like the miniatures themselves. No, it's just a matter of taste. I have nothing against Space Marines, or I think they were called Tyranids or whatever, and the elves with impossible hats on their head. It's not my kind of stuff. I didn't felt right, but I wanted to share something with the guys. Then came Warzone. The guy from the hobby store began to have some Warzones around, and the guy playing Warhammer decided to get a go into Warzone. So we were a couple of guys who have made their armies. I had a Bauhaus army, and I played heavy this game for, well, more than a year, I'm sure of that. And back then I was really into it. I was reading all the books. I was learning about that setting, and I love that setting, kind of a futuristic, mechanized, kind of a mechanized future with the planets colonized by stuff that looks like Earth. There's some sort of a United States faction and some sort of a German faction and some sort of a Japanese faction, okay, all throughout the solar system, and they're fighting each other for resources, but they all have a common enemy, and they are, well, some sort of demons called Nephirites, if I'm right. My memory maybe fails me right now. But I was really into it back then. I bought the Super Nintendo game of it, and I was playing that. And I was interested into getting into the role-playing game, but the process into getting a group to make Mutant Chronicles possible, it was just too much work. I was involved in many other games, so I didn't have time to stop myself and start Mutant Chronicles. And throughout the years, that game had problems. It was published, it was not published. Role-playing game. The role-playing game business is not an easy one. So that game came back and fell and went away. And but with the actual publisher, Modiphius, I will call it that way. I don't know if it's the right name. The same that I've made Star Trek role-playing game, the recent one, Conan. They've made quite a job, and when you showed me that book, it kind of opened for me a box that I have closed many years back, and it just revived my flame. Yes, I want to play that. I want to be a Bauhaus. Yeah, I want to be involved in that universe and kick ass to those Nephirites. And yeah, so yeah, it revived my flame, and it may be possible in the near future that we may at least try a one shot of that, but I would like to play in a long-term campaign of that. That's the kind of futuristic setting that I love. So yeah, that's my answer for today. So stay tuned. Maybe tomorrow, probably tomorrow if time permits me, I will answer the second question of this month's RPG A Day 2015 series of questions. I invite you to do the same. You should do this. Talk about your hobby in a positive way. So, my name is François Letap, and up to next time, I hope you have as much fun in your life as in your games. Goodbye.